We're back, people, and today we're breaking down film on Deonte Banks, New York Giants cornerback. I thought he played amazing in this game. He first-round pick out of Maryland. I mean, coming out of Maryland, he was known for his press man ability to mirror and match, and then his blazing speed on the outside. That was definitely a seasoned veteran. Obviously, it's preseason, so you take it with a little bit of grain of salt, but he was doing it against some top guys. Like, he actually shut down Jameson Williams, who was, first-round pick only, 2 years ago. And Banks definitely looks like a natural out there. He showed a very good understanding of leverage. You could see the physicality. His play speed is absolutely elite. And there was just some really dominant reps. And then he was getting physical out there as a tackler. I mean, I don't think he's like the most amazing tackler, but he is very physical, willing to hit you. He doesn't impress. I mean, this rep right here, cover one on the outside, and this is just an amazing. He runs the route for the wide receiver, and he's willing to get, jam on you, but right here, he's just matching him off the line of scrimmage. Stay square, stay patient. Once the wide receiver commits to the outside, get vertical, he opens up his hips, gets his hand into that inside hip so he can feel this, and he feels this route break. He's anticipating it. You can tell he's reading the hips of the receiver here, and he just matches it perfectly, stride for stride. Look at his feet, matching the receiver perfectly. If the ball was thrown there, he would have been in perfect position to, possibly get it. He was in perfect position to get an interception here, at least make a play on the ball. Ball gets thrown underneath, and then he comes down, makes a tackle off of it. Just a hugely amazing rep there by Banks. A couple reps here for Banks really showcased his speed. Their Giants rotate down into a cover three. Very, very impressive. Just look how he's sitting on this. He's obviously zone turning, opening his hips, but he's like shuffling right here. And this receiver has full momentum, full speed as he's eating up cushion. Banks has no momentum here built up at all, and he's able to just instantly accelerate and stay over the top. The receiver never even gets past him. He just puts a cap on it like it's nothing. Really like him in this Giants scheme. They're going to play a lot of press man, cover three, a lot of single high looks, and I feel like that's where Banks is most comfortable in those coverages. He clearly shows a great understanding of leverage and what offenses are trying to do. Lions love to do these deep crossers with these tight looks right here, and he knows just based on that pre-snap alignment down the field, they might go for the deep crossers. They do, so he plays his hard inside leverage. He knows he's got to stay over the top. Jameson Williams is a very fast receiver, but he can just match with his speed here. He opens up his hips, already knows what route's coming, and he's just in perfect position to play through the hands at the catch point. I don't think he technically gets his hands on the ball, but he definitely puts a disruption on this play by just not allowing any separation. He really was, I think I watched a lot of rookies playing this preseason, and I think he was one of the most impressive ones. Love him in some press man bump and run where he can get physical at the line of scrimmage. You saw it at Maryland. He would just bully some guys. Like, this is that might be even a tight end. And he's just absolutely winning this off the line of scrimmage. You got that 5-yard cushion. Make this guy pay right here. He squares him up, gets hands in perfect placement, and now he just keeps his leverage and positioning here. Doesn't let him work through this. And then once he starts to, get to the outside, get nearing that 5 yards, he just gets one hand on him, doesn't hold, and then the ball's out, like, before this receiver even breaks, ever has a chance to be involved in the route concept, just because he disrupted the timing at the line of scrimmage so well. Deonte Banks just really lives for this cover one press man coverage. Like, this is a very difficult. This is one of the hardest things to do in the NFL, in my opinion, is play man-to-man coverage. The ref throws the flag here. I'm not sure if it ends up getting called or not, but to me, the play looks clean. If it is PI on the defense, it's a pretty weak call, but you're just looking at the processes of these plays, not the end result, especially in preseason, and he just does a good job here at the line of scrimmage, staying square, inching back right there, shooting that left hand to that shoulder area. Very good placement, and now he's just in good positioning. He squeezes towards the sideline. I think the wide receiver gets a little bit of a push off there as well, and then he goes back to play through the hands to get that ball incompleted, just not allowing any separation. Even if they call that pass interference, it's a very, very high-level rep from Banks, showing off a lot of, his strength in this game. He's not, really playing in cover one and not allowing, like, very, very little separation all throughout a game playing. He played like 38 snaps, I think. Very good stuff. Probably, the hardest thing to do in the NFL, in my opinion, is play man-to-man coverage constantly like this. I've seen this scheme, used a lot as a Dolphins fan, and these corners are put in a very tough spot, and Banks, I think, has that skill set to really be one of the best. Here you get to see him in some off-man coverage, really playing his inside leverage, just reading the hips of Jameson Williams here, anticipating. he is hard playing his inside leverage. He really likes to play his leverage here. It's 3rd and 7, and I think he just sees Jameson Williams as a guy who's either working vertical or, breaking across the middle, and he is right. He's reading it. He understands how the offense is trying to use him, and you can see that he's just a very intelligent player. He even weaves to the inside off of his first step because he's just guessing the drag route is coming and just never has a chance, just based on his pre-snap positioning, his understanding of the game, and, reacting to it post-snap very quickly. Here we have Banks matched up at the bottom of the screen. He's going to be matched up here from the guy who's like a little bit behind the little stack right there, Jameson Williams again. He does a good job with his footwork, with his positioning. He helps create this interception just based on his good throw here. Good feet. He gets slightly out of position right here, but then readjusts, gets physical. He's able to just recover super quickly and then anticipate this break. He's ready to undercut it. If this ball is thrown a little more accurately, he probably gets the play on the ball, but it's overthrown, and then that turns into an interception. So just really, really good work from Banks. Again, the play he just had in this game was super, super high level. Some more good man coverage down in the red zone from Banks. This is the last play that I'm going to break down. He does a really good job of recovering, even though he kind of loses off the line of scrimmage here. He just is a very good athlete to recover instantly with speed. You can see he's wants to keep his outside leverage here. There's a lot more room there. He knows he has help to the inside. He's staying square. He's staying patient early, and then he kind of falls off balance a little bit here, but he has some nice length, and that opens up his hips and is able to instantly get back into phase with the receiver. Kind of gets stacked here, but he anticipates, feels that break to the inside, in position to make a play. If it was if it was going to be a throw to him, and if it was accurate, he still had a chance to make a play at this catch point. Just good coverage. Would like to see some more targets against him where he has more of a chance to make a play on the ball, because a lot of the times when he was a lot of his best reps, he didn't get targeted just because he had such good coverage, so you don't get the chance to show off the ball skills. So I would like to see the ball skills on display a little bit more out of Banks, but he showed a lot in this game that makes me feel very confident about how he's going to be in the future. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Peace.